shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy, turn it like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, building, shedding skin till I make my way up.
EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Tonight, the final dress rehearsal, week 3 of the preseason, and we got a good matchup on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Washington Commanders. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go in our nation's capital. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
12 yards on the gain, a great start for this offense.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
They go play action. Daniels. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
To throw is Daniels. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Well, they're led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man out of NC State.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Up the middle they go. It's Fowler. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Now again, right side, Fowler. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Fowler. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
We're scoreless after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Okay, break.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Let's go. Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's McGee. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's McGee. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this, like the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
Let's go now. Ready.
A first carry for Rashad White. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Come on. Come on. Set. Check.
Throwing now is Daniels. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Ready. Liking 18.
A first carry for Najee Harris. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. To the air goes Daniels. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
But he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going
can't get away, and he's taken down. Deron Payne coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Debo going in motion left. Now Daniels. And just not enough on the throw there. Down at his feet and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Well, the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Daniels looking to throw. Now the ball comes loose. And the Texans scoop it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Commanders back out late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Here's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. That's Samuel, caught left side. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
First down.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Fowler. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. As we surmised, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly.
Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. Ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First possession of the second half now for Washington. Looking to put a drive together. Harris will start the drive out. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here we go on second and 12. Open man is Noah Brown. And down he goes but he takes it up to the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Get it!
Operating from the gun, Daniels. This short throw caught by Goddard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Samuel going to go in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the Texans' 20-yard line.
60, ready.
The slot man in motion right. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Johnson goes in motion left. They'll run for it. This is White. Well, he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Gain of 4 yards. That's another Washington Commanders first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Looking to throw. Blackwell.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second and goal.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Back to throw. Blackwell. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
It's now third.
This likely a must-have. Third and goal. Operating from the gun. Blackwell. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
On first down, it's Fowler. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
They'll run on first down. Fowler. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Texans have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams? In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Here's 2nd and 8.
He'll get this complete to Sinek, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
19 yards. That's good for a Commanders first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready up. Let's go now. Leaque, 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16.
Operating from the gun. Blackwell. Under pressure, they got him again.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
8-yard loss on the play.
Operating from the gun. Blackwell. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Christian Harris.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. It's Fowler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
He's taken down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And that will be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Back to throw again. And it's caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Texans up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
Kaimi Fairbairn, the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Escapes the defender. Now a hit and a loose football. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Kaimi Fairbairn, the kickoff for Houston.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Washington offense set to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize
that to the sideline, and it's intercepted. With this disadvantage. This defense knew the passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Houston set to take over. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, it is apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
Everybody's got a song.